you and I have talked on multiple podcasts together about our, like, one of the games that we would love to see, and there's probably a few games from Capcom we want to see a continuation of Resident Evil, of course, continued support of Monster Hunter.
Yes.
But DMC, Devil May Cry, we talked about Devil May Cry 6 and the hopes of this game coming out. You hope that DMC comes to Monster Hunter.
It most likely will from the hype of the show, I'm going to be honest.
Okay, so the show.
Yeah.
So the Devil May Cry show, I'm not sure when this is coming out.
It's out.
Oh, did it come out already?
It's all out. All of it. The full season's out.
Holy shit!
It's 8 episodes long. They're like 25 to 30 minutes long.
Okay.
And it's great.
I got to go start watching it tonight.
Yeah.
Wait, did you see it yet? Did you start?
I watched it all.
You watched all of it? Is it really good?
Yeah. There's a really good scene with Pop Smoke in the background.
Yeah.
Papa Smoke is so good.
So it lived up to the hype.
Oh yes. The only thing I'll complain about is the CGI. At some moments it was meh, but the way CGI is animated, it flows well with the art style. So I'll say it's pretty good. The story was great. What did they do you know what storyline they followed? It takes place, I think, in between 3 and 4. I'm not sure. I'll have to double check with a buddy of mine who's very much into the DMC lore.
Yeah.
But because I know he's got his Devil May Cry 5 outfit, like that jacket, it looks really good. But so I'm curious where it takes place in the time frame. Fun fact, I didn't know this until I looked it up. There's the vice president who in that show is voiced by the Arkham Batman. It was his very last role before he died.
Really?
Yes.
No way. Wait, who did he voice?
He voiced Arkham Batman.
No, I mean in the show.
Oh, the vice president.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
But you got all the characters, you got all Vergil to Dante to
the music.
It's killer.
Fun fact about the music. The album that was used for the show that was made by the guys who made the DMC music and all that type of stuff, they have not come out with an album since the last DMC game, and then they make a whole new album for the show.
Well, dude, Netflix has been, and
Netflix has not missed when it comes to video game TV shows. I refuse to have anyone tell me otherwise. They have not missed.
They're crushing it, and so with the video game stuff, yeah, I agree with you. And I saw the. I believe it was Netflix or was it Hulu? One of them announced the Killer of Killers, which was the anime Predator, which is
I saw that.
Dude,
I saw that.
Look like
it looks so good.
It looks incredible. And then Love, Death, and Robots got renewed for a new season. Have you seen Love, Death, and Robots?
I have. I didn't know they got renewed for a new season. That's gonna be great.
Season 4, yeah.
I want Secret Level to get another season.
Oh yeah.
I would love to see Secret Level get another season.
Did you see Arcane, or what was that called?
Arcane?
Yeah,
Arcane. I have not seen Arcane. As much as everybody I know who has watched it, they say you gotta watch it. I was like, I'm not a big League fan.
yeah, neither am I. But Love, Death, and Robots is my shit.
Oh, I love Love, Death, and Robots.
Dude, that was so good.
It's good. One of my favorite episodes from it is where it's the soldiers and it's a werewolf soldier.
Oh yeah. Wait, are you talking about Love, Death, and Robots?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I said this to my friend. I was like, this would be a great show or great video game because it's so hard to get a good vampire or werewolf game or show or movie. It's just so hard to do.
Dude, I loved the first season 1, episode 1. You remember the two main characters, whatever, they're fight each other, they're controlling those gods, but monsters. I thought from that one to the episode where what was it, the farm, they're protecting their farm and stuff. You remember that? Yeah, dude, they have absolutely, I love that they change up the kind of animations, and then on top of that each episode is different.
Yeah.
And I agree with you. I think it could be a really interesting video game.
I would love to see a good werewolf video game. There's a good vampire game that's coming out soon. I do not know what it's called. My buddy keeps recommending it to me. I've seen the trailer and it looks very interesting. You're playing as a character who wants to get revenge, and he decides to do whatever he can to get power. So he eventually, as he's about to get executed, he sees these quote unquote vampire like people, and he wants to get their power.
Mm.
So they actually end up recruiting him or some sort. I don't know. But the cool thing is that each vampire in the game comes from a different point in history. So you get to see like a Japanese one, or like a Chinese styled fighter who uses karate and all that type of stuff. Just each vampire is from different walks of life throughout the world, which I think is cool. It definitely has me interested, because one of my biggest disappointments for werewolf/vampire video games was Werewolf. I thought it'd be so cool to be like a kick-ass werewolf that just slashes through things, but then they try to like play off as like you're an eco warrior who wants to destroy companies because they're destroying the forests. Yeah. I was immediately turned. I was like, oh, I want to kill things.
Yeah.
I don't want to be this righteous eco warrior.
Well, talk about a vampire movie. Apparently, Sinners has 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I was about to say, Sinners looks interesting.
It looks crazy.
In my eyes, I did not know it was about vampires until I watched the trailer in theaters. So I was like, those are vampires. You cannot tell me otherwise that those guys are vampires. I thought it'd be like cult things, or just be plain racist people in the South. Once I saw those teeth and the blood, I was like, those are vampires.
Yeah.
And it's very interesting to see Southern vampires instead of like, the typical regal, dapper, very refined type individuals. These motherfuckers are savages.
Yeah. Yeah. It looks pretty intense.
I think it's going to be good.
Do you think, okay, with the DMC show, do you think that this is like, with its popularity or whatever, do you think that, do you think this has any bearing on them continuing the series from a video game perspective, or were they just releasing this because of the popularity of the series? Do you think they wanted to test the waters? Like, okay, if the show does really good, then we know everybody wants another DMC game.
I know everyone wants a DMC game, because
I know
one of the most things that people talk about, like the one things that people like about DMC is like how funny it can be sometimes, and just like the characters in general are just like, especially Dante himself, very nonchalant, very lax character, but just kind of just rolls through the situation with the wind. Especially with one of his weapons called Dr. Faust. Just it's a cowboy hat that makes him grow as soon as he puts it on, a scarf appears on his neck and he starts dancing like Michael Jackson. As soon as he gets the hat, that's all he does. It's just like, it's funny. And like but
they are all cool.
Yeah, they're all cool. I mean?
They're all just like cool. Like,
yeah, and especially like with Dante and Vergil themselves, like they are literally, they cannot be more opposites of each other as personality. Yeah. Vergil being refined, toned, serious, very intense character, while Dante being the exact opposite. Yeah. And then you have Nero in the middle.
Yeah. They got some great
I'll say this, Nero's weapon is probably my favorite. It's a motorcycle-inspired sword.
Oh, yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. It's such a cool sword.
Yeah,
I love
awesome.
Nero.
I love all the characters, man.
I thought he was Dante's kid at first, but he's actually Vergil's, which blew me for a loop. I was like, okay.
Yeah, dude, I gotta go back and I gotta go back and play all these games, dude, or all like kind of like get me caught up on like, because I started playing DMC when it was
my buddy's gonna hate me for saying this, but
I think it was DMC 3,
yeah,
or 4.
I originally started like, because I've never played a DMC game before, and then my buddy's like, you should play DMC 5. It's like it's like really funny. There's a lot of cool points. I'm like, okay, sure, I'll give it a try. And you're like, why not? I'll stream it. I streamed it for like 3 sessions, and then I stopped because other stuff came out. And then to this day, he's still mad about me not finishing it.
It's a really good game, man, and I'm excited to I'm hoping that they greenlight, or if they haven't already, a new DMC title.
Yeah, I still think this is back to Monster Hunter, but yeah, with the hype of this show and the success of it, I have no doubts in my mind. At the end of the month, the Capcom collaboration is going to be DMC.
Yeah.
If they do Street Fighter, people are going to be pissed. People will be pissed.
Yeah, I think DMC, I think it probably, like, it's reasonable to expect that for sure.
It's so good. I love it.
Yeah. But with that down and out of the way, guys, have you guys seen the Devil May Cry show? Let us know what you guys thought about it in the comment section down below. And what do you guys think about a new DMC game, DMC 6? I would love to hear your thoughts about it. Where do you guys hope that it's, you know, like the setting to the characters and all of those different things? Where do you think the franchise is headed? Jump down to the comment section down below and let us know your thoughts.
Also, if anybody is interested in like a show that's in the DMC universe, I recommend this D&D campaign I stumbled upon. It's by these guys called Nat 19. They are hilarious, and they did an entire DMC inspired campaign that was actually really good. Had a lot of really funny moments, and it had its own unique story just set in the DMC universe. I recommend it to anybody who likes DMC.